Hey, what's up? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the BINACT podcast, where we talk music, the people that make it, and the communities that listen to it. We're back for another week. If you are watching the video, you see me glancing. There was this weird error. I think I mentioned that we switched podcast recording software, but I don't foresee any technical difficulties. If we do, we'll figure it out. But hi, I am your host, Candace. And this is the BINACT podcast, the blog turned indie event hub turned podcast and music community that talks about music, the people that make it, and the communities that listen to it. I think I did that right, kind of, for the first time.
I think you hit it.
Maybe ever. Tonight, I am joined by my one co-host / editor, OG. AD called an audible, and he better get his written assignment into us before before it ends. But OG is here, and we'll be recording tonight and chit chatting and catching up. OG, how are you?
Yep.
How's life?
I'm good. Been busy. I missed last episode, but sometimes when you don't pay attention to your calendar and you're moving on autopilot, you don't realize that you're scheduled to record on the night of your wife's birthday. So,
oh Lord. Oh, not the. Hey, I overstand. I've scheduled things over and under top and been like, that's today.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's all right. How did the birthday go? Was it good? Did y'all have fun?
It went well. It wasn't like I wasn't prepared for it. It was just that I didn't realize
that it all fell on Tuesday.
Yeah, it was on the same day. So yeah, birthday was taken care of. I apologize for my absence, but I'm back here today, feeling good. Looking forward to talking about what we got planned to talk about. So.
Your written assignment, chef's kiss. So that's why AD better get his written assignment in, because if we have to put it in after that, we both gonna be mad.
Well, he's on a shorter deadline than I was. You at least gave me 6 hours, so I had time to think about it, put some ideas down.
That's fair.
Edit, reread, send it back. He got 30 minutes, so I don't think you're gonna make it.
I don't know.
It'd be nice if he does.
Yeah, we'll stick it in. I'll read it or whatever, but
put it in the show notes.
Right. Speaking of just scheduling and things, today has been such a crazy day, and I'm happy to be here. And if you're watching, I have a non-alcoholic martini in my glass because it's been that kind of day, but I really didn't feel like any liquor or wine, so here we are. But I needed something. I just needed a little something other than water. So yeah. It's been wild. It's been good. Nothing bad. It's just January. Everybody was talking about how January creeped by. Mine didn't creep by, but it also didn't whiz by. But February, bitch, where the fuck did February go? She came and left like she had somewhere to be.
Yo, first quarter is almost done.
What is going on? What's happening?
It's crazy.
What's happening? Oh my God.
10 shopping months till Christmas.
How do we really be doing this? We really be getting up every day, every week, every month, just doing it every day. Look at us. Who would have thought? Not me.
Don't stop.
Who would have thought? Wow. Today was such a crazy day. I'm very excited. I'm actually excited to be here, and I'm so glad. Ever since we start after the wedding hiatus, I feel like we've been on fire. I don't know. You feel that way? I feel like we've been good.
Yeah, it's been pretty consistent. Hey.
That's horrible. Look at that.
AD got that writing assignment.
He was like, no, don't want to write. For people that are watching, AD just joined us, and for people that are listening, AD just joined us. A surprise. We were just talking bad about you. No, I'm just kidding. We were talking fine. But yeah, first of all, AD, since you came in, say what's up to the people. How are you? How's life?
Hello, people. I probably will go off camera at times because literally I am just running in from getting my little one's hair done. So,
that's all right. That's all right. Take your time, Pastor. Take your time. I was getting to that. I was getting to the. Today was crazy. It was crazy for me as well. I actually needed you to call. We pushed recording back 30 minutes today because it was one of those days Tuesday is my day to cook, and all of that, which that's all fine. But today I had Pilates on the agenda, which was scheduled. I knew that was coming, so that wasn't the wrench. What threw the monkey wrench in my plans was having to pick up my mother's birthday gift. Um, and for those of you that might not remember or be familiar, I talked about it on the podcast. My mother and OG's wife are best friends, and so I mean that's just how we know each other. But I had to pick up
Long
her
time.
gift in the middle of lunch. Like I was just so many things happened today. So I got home. I got home and then I had another meeting before we recorded. It was just busy as hell. So I needed the 30-minute audible, but then I sat down and I was like, oh my God. So I haven't eaten yet. I may go off camera to eat. It's not gonna be why I may also eat after. I normally don't like to eat after 9 o'clock, but I made it healthy because we've been on our healthy cooking at home, not eating out tip. We're doing good. So I can eat this after 9 because it's just baked chicken and rice. But yeah, it was a crazy Tuesday. It was a very crazy Tuesday. Yeah, so I get it. I get it. Eddie, does your daughter go to the salon? Is she a salon baby? You can just nod. I'll tell the people. Okay, all right. So she's not a salon baby. I used to be in the salon. I mean, I'm still in the salon 2-3 hours at a time.
She
But
she knows that her hair has to be done, but because of the hairstyle that's being picked out, she always dreads it afterwards. So right now she's always
yeah,
saying my head hurts.
yeah.
She'll
If she's getting braids or twists or something,
Yep.
that's the vibes. Yeah.
Which Candace, I always want to know this question, right? Why is it that this is just a male looking into a woman's world of salon, right? But why is it that women get mad for a hairstyle that they know what the price is?
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Like if me OG go to a barbershop and homie says it's whatever, we just pay it, right? And just keep it moving. But it's almost like a whole song and dance of how much? Well, does this include this? Well, like you're doing a whole 10 minutes of trying not to pay what the prices are.
Okay, all right. So here, let me try and connect it in like a sports term or something that men will understand. Cause like, so you know
I'm
how
gonna go ahead
like,
and go on mute so I can listen to this.
so let me think football. So you know how fantasy football, right? You know how you like play the game. You know the players. You do the like this guy is really good on this team, and I'm gonna put him on my fantasy team. Blah 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 blah. So you know the deal. But then like some bullshit happens, and Jalen Hurts trips over a blade of grass. I don't want to say nothing bad. I love Jalen Hurts. Congratulations. So I'm not trying to wish nothing bad on the Eagles. Go Birds. Okay. Like I'm a Steeler fan, but still go Birds. I fuck with y'all. He trips over some grass or something and like skins his knee. Like nothing but like then it busts up your fantasy thing. So the hair thing is like, I know I gotta spend this money. But damn, I gotta spend this money. Like I see it coming, but then it's like I don't see it coming. And then inflation is inflationing. So probably even last year, you know, Mrs. AD or whoever pays for the hair paid one price, and now this year it's another price for the same hairstyle. It's a lot of factors. It's a lot going on. You said the price, right? Like we're talking about the price, not the style itself, right? The
Yeah, it's a
price, because the
price.
style itself is a whole different thing. Because sometimes you show your stylist just side tangent. You show the stylist, she'll be like, "Hey, stylist, I want this. This is what I want, stylist." And then stylist will be like, "Well, I want to do what the fuck I want." So then you end up with a style that's not what you asked for. Like that's different. But the price, what's coming. Braids be expensive, but the braid girlies be taxing. And like I said, Mrs. AD or whoever pays for the hair probably paid one price last year, and now it's a whole nother price because the girlies is just, it's just money. And then for braids, if it is braids or twist or whatever, you got to buy hair, unless your daughter doesn't have like it's not added hair. But either way, it's a lot. I don't even do braids like that, but having braids is a lot. It's a lot. I hope that answered your question. I mean, I hope it helped. Actually, I hope it helped give you some perspective. I don't think it's going to answer your question, but I hope there's some perspective there for you. Did that
Nah,
help?
because to me it's just you.
No, you're just not trying to hear it.
No,
It's fine.
it's not
I
that.
knew it wasn't going to work.
No, it's not even
I
that.
knew it wasn't going to work.
It ain't even that. It's just it wasn't even me. It was the person in front that was like trying to.
Well, even still, the point still stands. That is why people do that, or they haggle, or some people try to pretend like they try to think that they're gonna haggle a price down for some braids, which I think is kind of fucked up too. Particularly people who have their own business, entrepreneurs. Haggling with entrepreneurs is crazy. Like that's kind of fucked up. Like that's their livelihood. Let them. I spilled stuff on myself, but it's fine. Let them, let them be, man. Like let them have their prices, pay the prices, and if you don't like the prices, don't come to the shop. Period. Go away. So
That's
yeah,
just an observation that I saw. So like, to me, it's just like, what's the price? Okay, this is what the price is. All right, fine, fine. Just keep it moving.
just something we all noticed. That's
Yeah.
just what it
As
is.
long as the price doesn't change from the time you told me what it was before I sat down,
That's
and then
yes.
when you
Excuse
finished.
me. Now that I will say, and that is something that entrepreneurs I do too, because at the beginning when I sat down, excuse me, it was 150 and now it's 200. Like, what's the difference? What's changed between the time of me sitting in the chair? I'm confusion.
Yeah.
I'm confusion. I'm confusion. Um, yeah, that's irritating. Not gonna hold you. Yeah, yeah, that's a that on that. Um, I'm glad we're all doing all right. And AD, I'm just so happy. I'm happy to have you here with us tonight, brother. Pastor, I'm just so happy you can make it. Um, I know, life be life, and it's okay. We were ready. We was about to, we was about to thug it on out, but we here, we moved.
Can I just before we
What's
get
the
to?
ADism? Because since you're here, what's the ADism? What are we talking about?
Oh, ain't no atheism. It's just me purging a little bit.
Yeah, let's talk. What's going on?
But
I've got a non-alcoholic drink. We can discuss.
no, I just want to say 4 words. Fuck Elon. Fuck Trump. Keep it moving.
I mean, hey, as someone who has deleted the apps, I'm sure they're wilding over there, but I am.
Medicare is about to be cut.
Hey, whoa, nope,
That's
don't tell
all.
me
That's
that.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's why I'm not on the apps. I don't want to know the details. I mean, I will figure out the details at some point. Let me explain. Because there are a lot of people who are like, you just want to be ignorant. I just want to be ignorant for a little bit, man. Because I'm gonna find out. Like I'm gonna know that things are gonna happen. Just let me be ignorant for a little bit. Because they're wilding, and I'm starting to do my due diligence in the calling. So either way, like, just let me be stupid for like. Actually, I say about 15 more days. My birthday coming up. Give me 15 more days to be stupid, and then I'll be a little less stupid.
I hope you're not buying anything on Friday.
On Friday.
Economic protest.
Oh, I mean, thank you for telling me that because also without not being on the apps. No, I don't have anything to buy on Friday. I got gas and there's nothing. I say that my mother's birthday celebration is Saturday, so I don't think I plan on making any purchases on Friday though. I mean, I have to pay my mortgage. Are we doing the rent strike and things yet? Because I
No,
got to
no,
pay
no,
the
no, no,
mortgage.
no, no. We
I no when I've always said with like the rent and the mortgage strike, I will do it, but we got to be aligned. Don't tell me not to pay my mortgage and the rest of
Oh
you
no, no, no,
in
no, no.
words are not paying your mortgage because then I'm gonna be mad.
This one's working. This one's working for 1 day. This is the
Okay.
test run before it goes into like a 3 day.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, you can put that in the Slack. Keep me posting on that. I won't buy nothing on Friday. I'll do that. Um. Yeah. But yeah, I have to say, like, again, because the shit show of politics is gonna do what it's gonna do. And my job in the resistance is to bring joy and to help people rest. That's what I've said that my job will be. And so my job is to do this. My job is to be in good enough form to come here every other week, chop it up with y'all, and help the peoples. That's my part in the resistance right now. But being the political analyst or the informed one, my brain off. No, it's off for a little bit. I can't because I did my job in November. My job as a black woman, I did. So, it's somebody else's problem right now. No, sorry. I mean, right, whatever. Black women always be doing stuff and be at the front of the lines. So right now, as a black woman, I'm taking like 2 lines back. I'm in like the middle of the lines. Okay, got it. You heard me. That's cool. Um, so past that, today we're recording and it's album review recording day. So that means we are picking an album to review. Easy enough. This time it was chosen by OG, which I was really excited because I was like, oh, what if, I mean, I have a list of at least 30 albums for us to listen to. But it was OG because, first of all, OG don't even listen to albums because I'm like,
I sure don't.
OG got an album? What? Okay.
I'm gonna let y'all cook on this one. So I need. So yeah. So
go ahead.
I'm gonna disappear for a minute. So
I'll slack you when it's time to come back. It's cool. It's cool.
I do have something to say, but I'm gonna let y'all cook for this one. So
okay.
So I'm here.
So, so yeah, OG had an album, and I was like, huh, an album. And then what are we talking about? And then he was like, he said, oh, Leon Thomas Mutt, and I was like, because it was gonna go on the list. I didn't know where I wanted to prioritize it, but it was already gonna go on the list, and I hadn't listened to it yet. So I wanted to listen to it. I didn't listen to it. And yeah, so I was like, oh, I'm excited. I'm gonna give like a brief. I call this like the Candace biography. I don't ever really do like the whole "what's your biography" whatever. So I'm gonna give this a Candace biography where if anything needs to be fact checked, I'll stick it in the show notes. Because fun fact, I've been doing better at the show notes. Not my bet. Like I'm getting there, but I've been doing better with the show notes and keeping things updated and da 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 da. Oh my god. Not Leon Thomas really don't have his bio in Spotify. That's crazy. I am just going to type it in. But while I'm doing that, I'll just tell you what I know about Leon Thomas. And for most people that I believe listen to the podcast in the age demographic of 25 to maybe 36, 8. What the heezy? Sorry, I'm trying to type and talk at the same time and it's not working. Oh, you would know him from Victorious, from the Nickelodeon show Victorious. Actually, I say that, and then my co-hosts, who are a little bit outside of our demographic, might be like, "What the fuck is Victorious? What the fuck is that show?"
When you gave the top end of the age range of the demographic, I was like, "Yep, I'm not in that."
Wait, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, Victorious.
Yeah.
Well, he was the one that was always playing music.
Yes, he was the black guy on Victorious. You didn't know that?
Hell no. Just like I didn't know about Sabrina Carpenter.
Now I didn't know about Sabrina Carpenter either, but Victorious I knew.
And actually, Sabrina Carpenter. I don't think I know that either.
Sabrina Carpenter was a little older. Like whatever that show was, it was still kind of old. It was something I think AD said Mickey Mouse Club.
No, it wasn't Mickey Mouse Club. I said Girl Meets World.
Girl Meets World, which is a reboot. It's a reboot of Boy Meets World, which I didn't know either, and I didn't realize Sabrina Carpenter was that young. But whatever, yeah.
Hey, I know, but AD doesn't know. Who's Sabrina Carpenter?
Okay, I'll tell you. So remember when we talked about the Grammys? Yeah, because last episode was Kendrick. Remember we talked about the Grammys? You didn't watch the Grammys? Did you? Like you didn't watch any of it?
Of course not.
Okay, so she's the espresso, that's the espresso song. It's like a viral TikTok song. It is also being played in a lot of commercials, but you don't be watching TV.
You just
like
did
the
equivalent of trying to hum a song to Shazam. I got nothing from that.
Well, I didn't want to sing it because
send me the track in Slack or something because I'm
okay. Anyways,
that did nothing for me. But
she's a big popular. She actually had a bunch of or a decent amount of like EPs and albums and stuff out. Like she's just popping, but she's had albums and stuff. So this is like her spark. But she's been like similar to Chappell Roan, who we also discussed on the Grammys. Chappell Roan is more of a like shoot, like quick up, but Sabrina was like bubbling. So but yeah, she was on Girl Meets World, like AD told me, but Leon Thomas was on Victorious, which, for context, that was a show with Victoria Justice on Nickelodeon. Like, Victoria Justice was a star. And actually, that's the show that Ariana Grande is from that show, too. But, you know...
I know that name.
Yeah, see, you know her. You know who that is.
Don't ask me to name a song.
I mean, that's fine. She... played a character. Leon Thomas played a character. I think Kat was one of her best friends, and then the other girl, I can't remember the actress's name. her name on the show was Jade, but she's also like a music girl. She's actually more musical theater or something like that. I can't remember the actress name. Anyway, there were a lot of kids that was singing. So actually, the only one whose career was actually kind of flop is Victoria Justice, who actually couldn't sing, but she was the main character. Not the point. Leon Thomas was the black friend. I don't even think he had locks at the time, but he was the black homeboy on Victorious. That's who he was. So now, said all that, what else does he do? Like, what does his bio say? Wikipedia says, oh, look, we the same age. He was born in 1993. So he's an American singer, songwriter, record producer, and actor. We'll get to that fucking record producer part. The songwriting, we're getting there. So I didn't know he had early roles on Broadway. So it says after early roles on Broadway and providing the singing voice of Tyrone on Nick Jr.'s animated series, The Backyardigans. I think I maybe I knew that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, now you talking about the Backyardigans? Yeah, I got children who were of the age that watched that
2006,
show, so I'm familiar
2008.
with it.
Yeah, there you go. Because that was a little past me to be watching the Backyardigans, but you would know that. So he was Tyrone.
Yes. Yep. Tyrone, Uniqua, Austin.
Mm-hmm. See, there we go.
I know all the characters.
So, and then his name, I forgot what his name was on Victorious, but he played Andre Harris on the Nickelodeon series Victorious, and he received an NAACP Image Award nomination. So then it says places where he's been. Oh, he signed with Columbia and Rostrum Records. I've never heard of Rostrum Records. Following his successful productions as a member of the production duo The Rascals. I've never heard of the duo. But his album credits include Ariana Grande's Positions. That was a really well-received album. I have never heard their whole thing, but yes. Drake's Certified Lover Boy, news to me. I'm sorry, I don't know. Oh my God, I didn't know what this is. So I was looking at this. So the symbol is, I believe that's the yen money symbol and then a money sign. That is a group for He Who Shall Not Be Named and Ty Dolla $ign. I didn't know that. I didn't even know that was a thing that existed. Okay. Anyways, so Vultures. Oh, that was last year. So that just happened last year. Anywho, and Toni Braxton and Babyface's Grammy Award winning Love, Marriage, Divorce. Okay, that album was from 2014. And then Thomas earned a nomination for Best Rap Song at the 62nd Annual Grammy Awards for co-writing Gold Roses by Rick Ross. Was that this year? Let me click. What year was that? That was 2020. So he won, he got a nomination for co-writing for Rick Ross. Oh, and he later won Best R&B Song at the 66th Annual Grammy Awards, which I believe was last year. Let me double check. No, I'm sorry. 66 was 23. Or yeah. 23. He won that for Snooze. So he got records on Snooze and got a Grammy. I know that's fucking right.
No, it was 24. Either way, but yeah.
Whatever year it was, 66. He won the. No, that was last year. I think that was last year when that was the SZA year. So whatever year. I don't know what year.
Pandemic math is hard. Okay,
it's hard, and we just started this year, and I'm still writing January 1 on my papers. No, I'm not. Just kidding. I'm not writing on any papers. Just shut up. Leave me alone.
look at the performance art kids flourishing in their different ways.
Wow, look at that. So that was my Candace bio, and then I read because I really wanted to know. But again, I said that to say Leon Thomas is doing the work out here. Leon Thomas is working. He is hustling. He is doing the things. And so, again, when OG was like, let's do Mutt, I was like, oh, let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's do it. Spotify says, so his first project that is considered an album on Spotify is called Genesis. It was released in 2018. Electric Dusk released in 2023, and Mutt released in 2024, which you could have told me this. I thought this was released yesterday, but it came out September 27, 2024.
Yeah, late last year.
Okay.
Fourth quarter. Basically, beginning of fourth quarter.
All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna let OG kick us off. Please tell us how you got here. What made you decide to listen to this album? Because that's actually the first question I have. How did we get here? And then take it away, because I need to know.
Okay, so yeah, you already pretty much established that I don't really listen to albums like that anymore. I'll find a song that I like, play the radio station, and as songs come up, I just catch a vibe. That's the way I am. So like late last year, I say late. It was September, maybe late August. I think I first heard Mutt and the single, not the album. And I had been a Leon Thomas fan since Breaking Point, which was, according to the bio you just read, was his second album, Electric Dusk. So I was feeling a couple tracks off of that album, usually catching them from playing through the radio station, not intentionally looking for his songs, listening to albums, but picking up on songs as they came up in the playlist. So similarly, same thing came around, and I was like, oh, when the album dropped, I make an exception sometimes. I don't always listen to an album just off top to bottom. But like if it's somebody that I really listen to, really mess with, when the album comes out, I'll at least give it a cursory run through. So when the album dropped, I was like, oh, this is pretty good. But the only tracks that really hit me like the first listen through the album was like Dancing with Demons and Vibes
I'm
Don't
a wait. I didn't even hear what you said. After Dancing with Demons, I'm gonna ask you to repeat yourself. But nigga, okay, continue. What was the second one?
Oh, Vibes Don't Lie. So I was listening to those and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm feeling these. I could just play these on repeat. I don't have to go back to the album. But, as I usually do, I'm listening to the radio stations and then every now and then they throw another track from the album. I was like, yo, this sounds better than what I remember when I listened to the album. And then another track would come on. Like I'd play and then Lucid Dreams would come on and then Feelings on Silent would come on. And then Safe Place, How Fast. And I was like, yo, all of these songs bang. So I go back and listen to the album again, and I was like, this whole album is dope. Now, I will say, Answer Your Phone is in the wrong place on this album. I don't know why it was sequenced like that.
Yep. We're getting there.
I don't know why, but it's there. It's not a bad song. It's just in the wrong place in the sequence. If you're listening from track 1 to track 13, it's weird that feeling Answer Your Phone is track 7 because it sounds nothing like the rest of the tracks on the album.
See, my issue is the first two tracks. Like it's like the production sounded great, like the intro, but it didn't. Like to me, the album didn't get started until track 3.
Oh nah. So you mean to tell me Safe Place wasn't a vibe for you? Like with that Donny Hathaway sample
Uh,
in the hook.
So again, first listen, right? First fresh out thing, it didn't move like if you
Let's get there too, because I'm gonna say OG finish. Like we're getting there's a method to my madness. Keep going.
Yeah, and I get what you say, AD, because I'm pretty much the same way too. Like I'll give it a listen. If it doesn't like spark for me in the moment, I usually don't go back. You got to sneak it in on me. You got to put the medicine in the applesauce for me sometimes to actually digest the album the way that the album is intended to be digested. But after going back and hearing the songs like catching me off guard and whatnot, I was like, yo, the whole album is dope. Again, Answer Your Phone, that is the last song on the album. And sooner or later, it probably could have been left off completely, to tell you the truth. But everything else other than that is nothing but jams, nothing but vibes. Is just, to me, I don't listen to albums, but these songs individually, repeatedly, I always go back to them, just usually never in a top to bottom 1 through 13, track 1 to the end of the album kind of format. But I'm listening to these songs all the time. And the reason that it stood out and I recommended it as an album is because I look at how many of the songs I listen to on a regular basis, and they all come from this album. So obviously, yeah, I got to listen to the album. And if I got to recommend one, this is probably one of the best albums I've heard in the last couple years.
All right, get me off the bench because Eddie, I was gonna let you go second, but I gotta talk.
Well, before you talk,
okay,
I will say this. I got one more comment. The song, yes, it is. I still can't figure out whether he is singing about 2 different women or one woman that goes from one position to another. But we can elaborate on that later if we have time or if you'd like to.
All right, I gotta get it
Tell
off
us
my
how you feel,
chest.
Candace.
I gotta
Tell
get
us how
because
you really feel.
first I gotta call myself out to call myself in. Because what AD said at first when I listened to like the first time I listened to it, because I just the very first listen, I turned it on in the car. And I was like, oh, it's time for me to I think that was last Wednesday or something. I was like, let me get my first listening. And similar to OG, I like to get my very first listen to something in, particularly a body of work. And if it's a body of work that I'm not anticipating, right? Like not something where it's like, I mean, I wanted to listen to this, but if it's not like a, weekend counter, like a weekend, and even I delayed on the weekend this year, like a lot was going on, but I like to listen to the first thing when I'm not doing something. So I don't listen to like albums like that at work anymore. That's not the first time that I want to hear something because I'm barely even hearing it. Like I've gotten to the point now at home too where like when I used to work in an office, I could listen to albums like that because something would catch me and my ear would be like, like, I'd stop. Nowadays, I don't know if it's me that's changed, if my work habits have changed. I don't know what's different, but now that's why I need a lot of background noise when I work. Like I can't listen to anything that I'm trying to absorb because I'm not going to actually absorb it. It's just noise. Or I listen to something that I've heard before, but I can't listen to anything new while I'm working now. So I listened to it in the car when I was running some errands. So what happened was I got to how fast Safe Place Dancing with Demons. I got to Dancing with Demons. And so my brain and my body were like, let's stay here. Let's not move. And I was like, no, no. And so then I think I got to running the errands and stuff. I think I got to Feelings on Silent where I stopped. And so even that's halfway through the album just about. And so when I stopped, I was like, first of all, I have to call out. We haven't talked about an album run in a long time. But let me tell you something. Dancing with Demons to Lucid Dreams. That is such I actually cannot remember. I'm gonna go back one day because one of my goals is to do some stuff like going back and listen to the older episodes. I have not heard. I'm sure it's a Jameson album maybe that had one of them peak runs, but that 3-song run. I need anybody listening. If you even don't want to do the whole album, I don't know. I mean, you should. I think it's 45 minutes long. Oh, I'm sorry, 47 minutes long. But if you need the pocket, it's song 3 to song 5. And I don't know what the fuck he was on, but he was on some shit. Like, I don't know. Dancing with Demons, that's an out of body. I don't know what's going on. That song has drugs in it. That song has crack in it. What's wrong with the song? Why is the song like that?
Yo,
What's
that's
the song
when
doing?
I'm ready to go. That's the one I put on. That's the one. It's like when it's
My
time to
body,
turn up.
you know that
Yeah,
gif of Pooh when he leave his body? That was me. I was like, what's going on? What's happening? Like what's happening? So anywho, that was my first listen. I did all that. And then I don't remember how I finished listening to it, but my first listen after that, similar to what AD said, AD was like, well, what? Why? Like, that was kind of like my first response to it. And then I was like, all right, bitch. Because I really had to say that to myself. I was like, hey, girl, that's a little unfair. And I know you didn't hear this album. So are you really about to have a take about an album that you listened to once kind of while you were running errands? Let's calm the fuck down. So then I listened to it again. In headphones. I don't remember what I was doing, but I listened to it again in headphones over the weekend or something. It was the headphones that was like, again, like Missy Elliott flipping in reverse. I was like, okay, all right. I'm locked in. I understand. I get it. I understand what needs to be done because, as you said, answer your phone, because answer your phone was actually, again, like when I did get to answer your phone again, and I had to call myself out. Answer your phone is a ballad. The man is singing. And I believe, now I can't confirm this because I wasn't there, but I believe he's playing the piano because he can play the piano. I was really, again, like that. That's why I had to talk shit to myself a little bit because I was like, girl, that's not fair. Like, listen to the music and then listen to it again and make sure you're understanding what's going on. The man is singing and playing the piano, and it's a ballad. Like, and remember when we said, where's the R&B? And y'all be like, where the songs? Where the niggas begging? It's right here. It's right here. Like, that's the ballad. It's right here. Singing. So you get there and then you go through
yep.
to, yes, it is. I was trying to listen to the lyrics for that too. Like, I was still listening, but the one that I actually looked up lyrics on was Far Fetched. For some reason, that got to me because at first, I mean, Ty Dolla Sign's verse still is very irritating to me. I love Ty Dolla $ign, but he did not do what needed to be done on the song, and that upset me. That upset me real bad. Because Ty Dolla $ign, normally when he's doing his oohs and ahs in the back, we cool. But him trying to have a rapping verse or whatever the fuck that was, like when he did get to his ad libs, I was cool. The verse, trash.
You know what? I don't agree, but I'll listen.
Trash. Well,
like every song with Ty Dolla $ign and Leon Thomas, I like.
Well,
Love
first of all,
Jones this is
my
Love
first time
Jones
hearing it.
from
So
the other album.
I gotta hear that one. I don't know what
Go
that
listen
sounds
to
like.
that one. Yeah.
Now, again, this is not me calling Ty Dolla $ign trash. I was just so shocked by the verse. And Ty Dolla $ign actually doesn't always have, like, the verses hit a little, even when he's, like, doing the rappy part. Because the singing, I never have any qualms about the singing. But it's the rapping where I was like, sir, what? I could have done without Ty's verse on the song.
Blame Ye for that one.
See, all right, hold on. Let me finish. Because
I'm just saying, blame
I'm almost done. Fuck him. Fuck him. Anyways, so I got to Farfetch, and that's where I started looking up the lyrics. But either way, that I don't know. That song had its hooks in me. Regardless, like I said, if I could just chop out the verse, but that song like re-grasped me. Nothing. I think the last song that did that to me might have been a Jameson song, like "Dancing with Demons," but that one was also another one where the production was like, okay, like all right. Again, I'm here. I'm sat. I'm seated, as the kids say. Sooner or later is like when you mention that, it is kind of. I don't want to call it forgettable because that's not the word I want to use, but it is kind of like, it's not even a skip. I listen to it. It's just like,
it doesn't fit.
But then, Mutt, that's the single, or one of the singles, the main single from the album.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to note, so I've seen Baby Rose before. She's supported some artists here in Columbia. The only, I guess, qualm, I won't even call it a critique, her voice, like that is the tone of her voice, but whatever the filter, whatever that was, because her voice is like a lower, now don't give me the line about like actual vocal terms, because this is where I'm gonna mess up. So again, the theater girlies and the vocal girlies, just go easy on me. But like it is like a vibrato, but it is lower. But whatever that filter was, I wasn't too keen on it. But I've heard her live, so I think that might just be a personal thing. But she was doing what needed to be done on that song too. And then the remix, I need to listen to the remix again because I got to the remix and it's just a personal thing with remixes now. When you just add a verse onto something, I'm irritated. So I got to go back and listen to Freddie Gibbs, but I don't know what his verse sound like.
Freddie just dropped a verse on it. That's all.
Okay,
that's
cool.
The Freddie one was reminiscent of what they used to do in the '90s R&Bs with just a random, but it kind of makes sense given what Freddie's history is with women. So okay. So it kind of plays well. So it kind of plays well if you look at it from that lens. But
got you.
My experience was, I would say, similar to yours, Candace.
Mm-hmm.
Was I didn't know anything about this. I go into this whole thing blank, and I was like, okay, the production is okay. Seems like it's about to go, but it didn't really. Like I said, the first two tracks didn't really grab me. Like I would say the production grabbed me more than the lyrics did. But when we get
I agree.
So that's where my thing is. But when we get to dancing with demons,
I think he must have done it on purpose. The song has crack in it. What's going on?
Man, I was like, man, I could see Griselda like either Benny the Butcher or whatnot jumping on a remix or whatever.
Well, you know, a lot. Leon Thomas does have songs with Conductor Williams, who does do beats for Griselda, so it's there.
Now you talked about which one did he do? Because I may have a little problem with that one.
Feelings on Silent, I think it was produced by Conductor Williams. Hold on, I think I can pull that.
Yeah. That, see, you know your stuff.
Yep.
I gotta re-listen to that. I gotta re-listen to that one. But track three is oof.
That song. Yep. Now anybody. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because I feel like
gather your. Let me cook. Let me cook.
gather your
No,
thoughts.
but I'm sorry. You gotta move past Dancing with Demons because if you stop there, I'm gonna get stuck too. So keep
No,
going.
No, you
but
don't, because the intro to that song was sampled from a movie called Howl's Moving Castle. I went and watched the movie on HBO Max, or it's just Max now. But I went and watched the movie because I was like, "Yo, that's such a dope line. I gotta watch the movie
Nerds
that came
unite
from."
because sorry, I'm gonna yell real quick. The nerds are gonna get me because I haven't seen. Actually, I don't think I've seen any of Studio Ghibli movies. So as an anime head, they gonna come at me in the comments and in the places. But you saying that, and it made you go see Howls, and I hear that Howls is very good. That's just saying
It
something.
is.
Okay, AD
It
Cook.
is.
so the run. So like you said, that 3-song run is, to me, is the highlight. And Lucid Dreams with man, Lucid Dreams good.
Hey, okay, yeah, you gotta get past the 3-song track, or I'm gonna start talking.
All right.
I mean, but no, actually, say what you have to say about it, but let me shut up because what was going on?
No, but
Y'all sleeping on Yes It Is though, but go ahead.
again, yes it. So yes, it is. I would say yes, and it's only talking about one person. It's only
Okay, are you sure?
yes. I
You
just
sure it's not two different girls? Because I can see it could be, each verse could be a different woman, and I can see where it's one woman going from one position to
Now
another.
we gotta have a
in
comment.
the same
Okay,
song.
so
It's-
not only people, because there's a couple people I know that are waiting for me to talk, or waiting for us to talk about this. People who are waiting for us to talk about this, sound off in the comments. People who haven't listened, but y'all asses need to go listen, sound off in the comments. We need. So who are you talking about? What's going on?
no, it's one person. It's one person. I'm reading Rap Genius right now and looking at it, and it gives the vibe it's one person. And going into different positions. That's it.
I need to re-listen to what I need to, like. I heard it. I need to listen more definitively for me to answer. Like I heard it, and I heard
was the plan at first. Left on the first, and it's already the 31st.
not singing. I can't. I just
Yo, that's my jam though, for real.
no. I mean that is a jam. The only reason that I personally didn't count it in the run, and it's because not that. Actually, I'll talk more. I do have something to say about feeling all silent, but I'm not gonna say it right now. We gotta let AD cook.
But I will.
It's not a part of the run because Yes It Is comes, and then there's Answer Your Phone there too, which is not a bad song, but it like breaks up the run. But if Yes It Is might have been on after Lucid Dreams, we might be whatever.
Yeah, so that would be my critique on the album. Like, I think it could have been better arranged from a song standpoint, right? Even if it was a 30-second interlude of just to break it up, so you can be like, oh, okay, this is what this section of the album is, or whatever, right? Because to me personally, looking at the track listing, I'm going to put Answer Your Phone towards the back end of the album.
It's track 12 easy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So am I going to say I'm not going to say great because I'm going to re-listen. I want to do my deep dive listening, right? But from first, I would definitely put in like the 75 to 80%. Because there's still a little fat on there.
Yeah, agreed.
Right. But it's
saying up, agreed.
But it's not like it doesn't take away from it. But like I said, if it's 14 songs, I'm just doing math. If it's 14 songs, then there's 2 or 3 out of that 14 that kind of brings down the average a bit. Now, again, that's just off of first listen. I'm probably, when I go back and do deep dive, the songs that I was like, I may come back around to it. But the Baby Rose joint, Pick Up Your Phone shit came after that from a story standpoint.
You're not wrong. I agree. But baby, the voice, Mama's was singing. Regardless of whatever
No, that's what I said.
No, I'm just saying she was going off.
No, she was going off, and that's why I said that if you go that's why I said the track listing and track sequencing of an album is so important. right? That it's a lost art. I would say that because of how you can. We talk about Jameson, right? Of how each track can flow into another one, and you can feel like where the switch is, and how it builds into the next album or something like that, right? Other artists have done that. Uh, Dre, Dr. Dre's is is well known for that, but of just that of everything just flowing together, of having a long run that once it's done, you're like, damn, you know, or even where it breaks, like, okay, this is like the first half that was more of this vibe. Now we're going to this one, and usually what ended up happening was, uh, that's usually what you have with the double disc album. One was more lighter than the other.
Mm.
Or if you were telling a story, you got part one, part two, and part three was that full second disc. So, but that's what and it just popped to mind. I was like, man, that, because like I said, he was begging, and if you listen to what they were singing about on that song, that would have been a nice closeout.
You're right. Yeah, you're not wrong.
So
You're
that's
not
just
wrong.
that again. That's just me, and maybe that's where my critique is. It's just certain songs just didn't work well in their placement.
I'll say similar to Dochi, because one thing I want us to do, this is just a pin for us. I want us to, I don't want to say, I don't think we disrespected Dochi, but the way, like, just because we were getting into our groove, we'll talk about it, offline in the production meet, whatever. I want to add a little bit more to Dochi. I feel like, because I wanted to listen more, but the way that we just kind of recorded and did it, I think we still did a good job. But I want to add a little piece. I don't know, like a little bonus episode or something for Dochi. Anyways, but for this, I'd say that even the way that we listened, I don't know, again, like we're just, we in our bag, but it's this is different, but the way that I got excited for Dochi's is similar to what I did for Leon. I was excited, and I wasn't necessarily just being like, "Oh my god, Dochi bars, thumbs up." Like it wasn't just that, but again, it was the reinvigoration of what we talk about. Again, we've known that R&B is not dead because we, especially OG, has been doing the the scouring. We know R&B is not dead, but when we say it now, we can definitively. I mean, when I say definitively, I mean definitively point to Leon, who has been working, like again, got a Grammy for the Snoop, like as we talked about, but he right there. And like again, now it's like right there. Like point. And even because we can say, oh, R&B is not dead. Like I still Gallant is one of the people that I need to talk about because he dropped a project, he's on tour now. Like we point to even the people that like kind of people know, and it's alt R&B. Mr. Thomas made like you could put answer your phone when we talk about Grammys and like the categories and the way they do stuff. That's traditional. That's traditional R&B performance. That nigga made an R&B. So that's the song. So yes, of course, like the production, which we didn't get enough, or we didn't talk about enough. That nigga, when you look on the credits, Leon Thomas composer. Yup, yup. Leon, like producing. I'm not saying he did it all by himself, but composer. He's doing it. So he's producing. Production's immaculate. I can't say nothing bad about the production. The production on every single song, immaculate. So we can definitively point to Leon. He right there. He right there.
And you know what? To support that, Answer Your Phone, even though we feel it was missequenced in the album, it was written by the legendary Diane Warren, who has written hundreds, if not thousands, of banger R&B songs.
Wait,
Like she
so
worked with like Whitney.
is this a rendition or?
I think it's an original song. I'm not sure, to tell you the truth. Now you're gonna make me Google.
We'll find out.
Because producers, hold up. Now see, this is why we do this.
I'll take it away while y'all are doing the Googles. I just again when y'all be asking where the R&B music at or where the artists be like new artists like
oh my goodness, okay,
right there.
Yeah,
Leon
Google
Thomas
says that
right
it was
there.
written for Leon Thomas, so it's an original composition.
Right. And then let's also talk about, because again people remember him from Victorious. He was playing the piano on Victorious, and he was even singing on. He was even singing on Victorious, but Mr. Ballad, like he's singing. Again, like he's doing the vibey, flowy, whatever on the other songs, and that's great. But the man is singing. I don't know, man. The album got crack in it. I don't care. And even with the missequencing, I still, like you said, very higher. I guess if y'all know, I don't like scores. BINACT don't like scores like that. But if it were gonna get something, the only thing that would be the ding is the missequencing. But it's still up there very high because who can sequence an album these days? Not none of these niggas. I mean, they just don't be doing it. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm so excited. I have not felt that way about. I don't know. It just something's in the album. It might be crack.
Yeah. And it's funny, the same way that I kind of discovered this album and really got into this album, I tried doing the same thing with Lucky Day's Algorithm. Went back and listened to it after months and still did not.
Is that the most recent one?
Same way. Yeah.
Let me tell you,
it's still good, but it's
nothing
real
is. I don't think anything's gonna do like Candy Drip. I don't, and I still haven't listened to that.
You say Candy Drip, I say Painted, but
and I haven't heard that one. So
it was the one before Candy Drip.
Candy Drip is the one where like I knew him by features, but then that album came out with Candy Drip came out, and that's the one that I got into. So I got to go back, but I don't know. I mean, that was when you said it, like because OG basically, I asked a question. I think it was like an hour or two later. I guess OG was, we were working or doing whatever. He dropped it in there. I said immediately, let's fucking go. Yes. Mm-hmm. And I hadn't listened to it yet, but I was like, I feel like something's going to be good. Like, yes, this is going to work. And it did. It worked out for us. I'm happy. Y'all got to go listen to the album. I'm so serious. Like, when I be asking y'all to listen to the albums, I'd be like, please go listen to the album, y'all. I'm not gonna beg, but like go listen. Please do it. And then report back. Tell us about it. You can leave comments on Spotify now. And I'm trying to figure out, because with the way that I don't want to be on social media, I don't want to talk to anybody on the apps. But I want to find a way to talk to y'all. At Spotify, and I know because Apple Podcasts, you can't leave comments. On Apple Podcasts. Leave a review, though. Review on Spotify, too. But I'm going to figure out the way that we can chit-chat with each other. But, y'all, I can't do the apps. Actually, I did create a BINACT Blue Sky. If you are there for BINACT Blue Sky, please follow. So it's just BINACT, BINACT, .bsky.social, or however the tag goes. We can talk there. That's kind of the only place that I'm willing to kind of hang out, and I'm not there all the time. But yeah, the other apps, I'm sorry, y'all. Instagram, you'll start to see us more on Instagram, but it's gonna be a post and go type deal. I won't be talking over there because the apps have gotten crazy, y'all. The apps are crazy. Yeah. So listen to the album and then tell us about it, please. And then tell us the yes it is question. Tell us who they singing about. Let us know. Or not they. It's just him on that song. No. It's just yes, it's just him on that song.
It's just him.
There's a
who he's singing about? Is it one person? Is it two?
It's one person. I'm going.
AD says it's one person.
I'm going home.
And OG says two.
I'm thinking
and I have to go back and listen to more in depth to have an opinion. Oh man, I love that. Oh, this just really, like it really did. As busy as today was, it was still a good busy, but this just, it made my whole day. I'm actually on album review days. I'm calling an audible. We won't do new noise because we're literally asking people to listen to 15 songs. So then it's like, do you also want to, do some more listening? So no new noise.
No, I got new noise.
Okay, make it one song.
No, it's actually we on R&B vibe. R&B.
Okay, fine.
Dancing with Demons. That's what it is.
Right. The new noise is dancing with y'all. The new for real.
Nah.
For real, y'all. Okay. All right. Let's see. New noise.
Nah. They dropped a project.
Wait, shut up. Okay, shut up. You actually have to shut up. So you're right, but shut up. So no new noise because you got to shut up. Yeah. Same brain. We're here. Okay. I see you.
Somebody got to shoot me a link.
Yo, I'm Diamonds and Pearls.
That was the single. Have you heard? That was the single.
They got
Diamonds and Pearls got the remix. Okay, wait. Shut up. Like, actually, shut your mouth. Close it. we're getting. Okay. So no. I mean, yeah, but we're gonna talk about it.
Also, St. John dropped a project, but I haven't listened to it yet.
Now I didn't know that. St. John is very. He's like ass shaking music. He's like strip club music, but I love that. And he does, or at least I won't say he drops around my birthday, but I find his songs around my birthday. So thank you for telling me. I will be listening to that.
It just dropped on Friday.
Maybe he a Pisces too. Maybe he do drop around my birthday. I don't know.
I don't know if I could do this though. It's 18.
It's called
I'm gonna give it a chance.
Yeah.
I like St. John. I like him. I'm gonna give it a chance.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna give it a chance.
Cause I just did a quick search on Tyler and I found one of my rock bands that I mess with dropped a project recently, so I'll be listening to that real quick.
We're gonna get into that too. We the plans for this year are big and large and vast. I wish y'all watched Severance. I was gonna say the work is mysterious and important, but y'all wouldn't get the reference.
I haven't watched the second season yet, but I watched the first season.
But you get the vibe. When you watch, I need you. So when you do watch season 2, I need you to actually text me. Like I need to talk about it. I need to talk about it.
I'm primarily music in my spare time.
No,
so
no. I mean, I don't care.
Show,
it could be 6 months from now, but when you do watch
6 months would be a short time
for my TV
watching.
I don't know
habits.
what you're talking about because I have not watched one episode of.
It's on Apple TV Plus. Oh my god. OG, I'm serious. It could be 3 years from now. But when you watch season 2, because by that time we should have another season, I need you to tell me. I need to talk about it so bad. It's nuts. So it's television. Like it's good TV.
Yeah. I'll tell you this: when the NBA finals are over, the halfway point in June up until the end of August, I'll catch up on all my TV then.
Okay.
Because only thing is baseball and Wimbledon, so I'll have literally nothing to watch.
And baseball and Wimbledon, and Serena don't play no more, so you know.
Nope.
You know. And I wonder, does Naomi Osaka still play? I don't know.
She does, but she's been in and out.
Because I mean, Naomi Osaka had a baby. Coco is the youngest one that's out there.
No, Coco still plays, but Naomi, she's going in and out. She's been having injuries and just.
Which is wild because Halle is the one that had the baby by DDG. What is Naomi Osaka's baby daddy name?
Corday.
Yeah, Corday.
Corday. I don't know what he was escaping because he's actually not a bad rapper. Like DDG kind of sucked because he really a YouTuber, but Corday actually can rap. Like so.
Yeah, Corday got the respect.
Yeah.
But I just know that she been dealing with some other stuff behind the scenes. So
I hope the girlies are all right, man. I hope they all right.
Rotation. See, Candace, rotation. That's the new noise right there.
What are we talking about? Oh, again, shut your mouth. Respectfully, shut up. Like, be quiet. Shush. Shush.
I'm just saying.
Shush. Look at us. See, look at us on a day. And we are going to wrap up with it, like, within the hour. Like, look at us. I'm saving the album rollout for next time. I've been pushing that discussion, but I really am going to talk about album rollouts.
I'll tell you. I'll synopsis real quick. They suck these days.
Okay, yes, but again, shut your mouth. Why are you telling our business to the people early? Oh my god!
I didn't say why they suck. See, that's the hook.
Yeah, that's the cliffhanger.
That's the cliffhanger. Okay, yeah, album rollouts, they do suck these days. But yeah, this. So good. Again, we're just in our bag, and I really love that for us. Last housekeeping notes again. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Leave comments on Spotify. You can do that now. If you're an Apple Podcast person, leave a review. Leave a review on both places, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I'll be working on the place where we can chit chat. Again, y'all, I'm sorry. Social media is just a fucking drag. I'll figure it out. Newsletter might be coming back. There's a lot of things in the works, so just be patient, but we'll be somewhere where you can find us to talk. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's all. Go listen to Leon Thomas Mutt. I'm not fucking playing with y'all. I'm sorry to have to get aggressive, but y'all go listen to that album. Like, please, y'all, please, please, please do it. Please. This has been the BINACT podcast, where we talk music, the people that make it, and the communities that listen to it. Please go listen to Leon Thomas's Mutt. Goodbye. Good night. Good day. Good evening. Thank you. Bye.